Hello everyone, it's your girl Asia from the Rant Fangirl channel. I'm back here today with another video I'm going to make. The video I'm making today is going to be about The Sopranos. I am so excited because I've been wanting to talk about this TV show really since I finished the show. I finished the show like last year during September, and I just started making videos on my channel. I started making videos on my channel once I once I finished Malcolm in the Middle. So once I was done talking about my Degrassi topics and all of that, I wanted to talk about The Sopranos, talk about Breaking Bad, things like that, other TV shows that I really do like. And The Sopranos was just like the number one show I really want to talk about because it's like so much shit in that show that I really do want to discuss. And I do have videos coming out that I will be talking about The Sopranos, so I really need y'all to be prepared because I'm really happy to get this up and going, me talking about this show. But before I get into this video, I want to tell y'all that the two videos that I was going to make about Degrassi, I lost interest. I didn't want to make them. They were just about, age gaps in Degrassi and the misuse of Eli's bipolar. I didn't want to talk about them, but if a time does come where I will change my mind and do talk about them, y'all already know I got y'all. But as the time being, I want to talk about different stuff on my channel. I don't want to keep talking about Degrassi. I've been talking about Degrassi on the channel for about a year, and it's about time I do something different. So just want to let y'all know for those who are really looking forward to those videos. Now, for today, we're going to be talking about The Sopranos. And the one thing we're going to be talking about The Sopranos from the show, we're going to be talking about Carmela and Tony's marriage. And we're going to be specifically talking about the argument that they had in season 4, episode 13, titled Whitecaps. I want to talk about the argument that they made and just be fair, where I can see both of their sides just as viable. I don't want to just be like, oh, I'm a woman, so I'm going to just be on Carmela's side. I can see where they come from both equal sides. Like, from Tony's side, I got where he was coming from. From Carmela's side, I definitely got where she was coming from. And I just want to talk about the argument. I want to analyze it and just get my thoughts and opinions about the argument. And there's not going to be who I agree more with, because at the end of the day, they're both in the wrong and they both make really good points. I just want to talk about it just to let you guys know how I feel when it comes to that major argument. So, in season 4, episode 13, titled Whitecaps, in this episode, Carmela, one of Tony's mistress called her and informed her and told her that, Tony slept with her cousin and it just was the last straw for Carmela, so she threw all his stuff out of the house. And, Carmela was just really over all the cheating and the lying and all the bullshit that he put her up, that he actually had her deal with all the years of their marriage, making her look foolish because he lays in bed with different women. And, him basically lying to her face, telling her it's not true what happened and things like that. That's not the argument I'm talking about. This argument that's happening right here was the argument that happened before the other argument I'm supposed to be analyzing. This is what happened that led to the other argument. So, she threw him out pretty much, saying she was over it. And then she asked Tony a question basically saying, what did that woman have that she didn't have? Okay? So we get to the argument, the main one that I'm supposed to be talking about. So, in the episode, Tony and Carmela in the pool house, they're talking. And she basically wouldn't be honest with Tony and let him know that I'm sorry, y'all, because I'm really trying to remember and things like that, because it's really been a year since I watched this show. Okay, so yeah, so she basically was telling Tony that she wanted to get off her chest that, he was her guy, there was a point in time where she actually was in love with him regardless of all the cheating and the lying. And she actually told this man that had he faked being in love with her, faked being a loving husband, she probably wouldn't have been on his ass about the cheating. To me, I feel like that's just condescending and it kind of just ruins everything she stands for. I don't want to be with a man who wants to fake anything. If you're going to love me, I want it to be real. I want it to be genuine. To say, "Oh, I'm okay with my husband laying down with different women as long as he come home and basically pretends that he loves me, pretend that he's caring, I'm gonna let that slide." No, you shouldn't let nothing slide. Infidelity should not be slide. Cheating should not be slide in any relationship, marriage, or if it's just a relationship, period. It should not be just slotted on because while you up here being loyal to this person, they doing what they doing every fucking night, basically lying to you. And even though it's not technically lying because she's aware of his other relationships with women, she make excuses for it. Basically talk about when she was pregnant, she know he had a need and it's not the shit. Man, those are excuses. Tony is grown as fuck. I'm talking about this man is like in his 50s, 40s, going around still fucking bitches like he in his 20s. Dude, your bachelor days are over with. That is immature as fuck to me. To be at that young, to be at that age, 40 in your 40s or your 50s, fucking bitches like you like in high school, it's like immature to me because it's like you should be grown as fuck to have some type of self control. To be fucking bitches left and right, left and right, left, right like that. That's immature as fuck. Like you're not a grown man to me. You should have some type of self control, and I do not want a man who cannot control himself and then make excuses that by saying, "Oh, they got a problem. They gotta have these many women. They gotta be this way." No, you don't have to be shit. You just don't want to be a man. You don't want to own up. You don't want to grow up. And I don't want to be with a man who still in his 40s and 50s, still trying to figure they shit out. You are too grown to be acting like your son who was 20 still fucking bitches. Are you kidding me? It makes sense for your son to be 20 still going through hoes. To still be fucking just bitches. They're 20 years old. They don't know nothing about relationships. They don't know nothing about love. They still got time to grow and wait for them to meet the right person that is willing to make them change. Tony, what are we doing? Why are you still fucking bitches like this at 40 and 50? Which is, we know why, but it's like, how long is he going to keep using, his mother issues as an excuse for why he do the things he do? At some point in your life, you're going to have to, I don't want to say get over it, but you're going to have to learn to get past it. How long are you going to keep using that your mother didn't love you as a reason to why you go through so many women? That's an excuse. It's a fucking excuse when you really just want to fuck on these hoes. Why can't you just say you want to fuck bitches, but you want to be married? Why can't you just say you want to have your cake and eat it too? Like, to me, that's just a sign of greed. I know I'm getting off topic, but I really just need to talk about this shit because that is something that really irritates the fuck out of me. You just want to be greedy. You want to be married, and you want to have the title of a good wife and a good life, and you want to fuck bitches. You cannot have both. If you want to do what the fuck you want to do, don't get tied down. Don't put no ring on no bitch finger and still go out and try to be like you in your motherfucking college days. You cannot have it both ways. You can't have your cake and eat it too. Because then if that's the case, why the fuck can't Carmela have her cake and eat it too? Why can't she go out and fuck any nigga she wants to and then still come home and marry you? Still come home, lay in that bed and act like everything is nice and dandy when it ain't. That's what I'm trying to get to. Because would it make her no better than him? It would make her no better than him. But what I'm saying is, why the fuck should she have to pretend like she's in a loving marriage when he basically goes out and fuck any bitch he want, proving he's not in a loving marriage? Fuck out of here with that. Fuck out of here. Got me fucked up. Like Carmela said, she was telling Tony, there was a point in time where she really was in love with him. But for the past year, she has been fantasizing and falling in love with Furio. She actually... I'm so glad I'm talking about this because I can actually talk about this in this video instead of making a different one. Now, as far as the storyline that regards Carmela and Furio, I feel like it should have been written better. And what I mean is that I feel like the writers should have went the whole way. I don't know what was it with the Sopranos trying to play everything safe and be all cookie cutter. They did not take stakes. If there was a storyline right there for them to do it, they didn't take stakes. And there's so many storylines where they could have done something and they fell back and not doing it. There were so many moments in the show where they should have took a stake. They really should have just went all the way, and they fucking didn't. And that shit would just irritate me because it's like, no, what the fuck are y'all doing? Go the whole way. Go the whole way. Yes, do a lot because that will bring the fans to come back and want more. They want to be cookie cutter with it. Like, I get it. Carmela didn't have to have sex with Furio to know that she was in love with him, or that she was falling in love with him. But it is still wrong for her to be married to Tony and to grow some type of connection with another man while she is still married. Yes, but at the same time, I don't blame her. She's in a loveless marriage. She is with a man who cheats, makes her look like a dumb bitch every chance he get. Tony has no loyalty, no love, no respect, no nothing for Carmela. So for her to go out and grow a connection with a man as quick as she did with him, that she does not have her husband, it was probably scary for her. It probably was like a very intense feeling, because it's like the way she was able to talk to Furio about like what was on her mind, for them to have like deep conversations about the same stuff that they like, her helping him find his home, her helping him, find information about his father's sickness. She was really there for him when he didn't have anyone. And this is what I mean when I say this storyline was like a little iffy, because Furio, he did bad things too. He hurt people, he killed people. He was that type of person when he was Tony's bodyguard. But it's like Carmela kind of overlooked that when she was falling in love with Furio. I don't know. I feel like had they made the person not someone who was like that type of lifestyle like Tony, it was just someone who would just drive him, like a very clean kid, someone, a gentleman somewhat, maybe it's like, okay. But for her to just be like, I'm just going to turn the other cheek for someone, even though he do the same shit as her husband, it's kind of like, okay, that kind of doesn't make sense, but it's whatever. But I would say her and Furio, they did have chemistry. They really did. For as quick as it was for them to just have those deep conversations, there has to be something there, right? If I can talk to you and be so open and be so fucking vulnerable with you as quick as I can without really knowing you all like that, I gotta feel some type of something towards you. You feel me? Because you can't just be vulnerable and open up with anybody. So for her to have that with him so quick probably was a very intense feeling. And she definitely was in love with him, because when he left and didn't say anything, she was really heartbroken. That is why she was walking around the way she was, because it's like her heart, it was like her last chance of love and being loved the right way was like taken away from her. And I really feel bad for my girl, because as much as I cannot stand Carmela, and if I'm gonna be honest, the only reason why I can't stand her is because, like I said, I feel like she make excuses for Tony's behavior. She did way before this moment happened. She did after it. She made excuses for his behavior, and I hated that. I hated the way she would have a double standard for Meadow and AJ. That shit irritate me. Like, she really was like over dramatic sometimes. But regardless of all that, I did feel bad for my girl, because I wanted her to break free from Tony. I wanted her to get away from him. I wanted her to live her life without having to be with a man who does not love her. I want her to be happy and not be in no loveless ass marriage. I did want that for Carmela, even though she did get on my nerves sometimes. I did want that for her. I did. But in the argument between her and Tony, I can see both sides, because for her, she wanted someone to make her feel like she mattered. Like she said, he made her feel like she mattered. She wanted someone who made her feel like she mattered. She wanted someone who actually listened to the things that she said, things that she had to say. Like, but Tony said he felt like whenever they would talk, it was like this, it was nagging. It wasn't really anything about her feelings, which I think is kind of cap, because Carmela always kind of expressed to Tony how she didn't like his double life, but she also let it slide. So for him, it's like, oh, now all of a sudden it bothers you when you know I've been doing it since the moment we've met, since the moment I put a ring on your finger. You know I've been fucking other bitches. You know what came with it. Who the fuck did you think I was when you married me? I was that nigga. I was fucking bitches before I met you. I'ma fuck bitches while I'm with you. I'ma still fuck bitches while I'm married to you. Who the fuck did you think I was? You think I was gonna change for you? And that is what makes her stupid. I'm sorry, but that's what makes her stupid. Carmela stayed with Tony for so long the way she did because she was hoping he would change, right? She was hoping he would change and become the man that she wanted him to be, the man that she fantasized, the man that she wants to love her, but he is not that man. So she kind of stuck around for the wrong reasons, and at that point, she kind of was just there for the money. And it's like, girl, what's worth more, money or your motherfucking happiness? I'm taking happiness all day, period. Fuck what a nigga can provide for me. Fuck that. If you can't give me what I'm giving you, if you can't be loyal, can't be faithful to me, why the fuck do you feel like I should give you any more of my time, any more of my loyalness? Why do you think I should give you anything if you can't do the same shit for me? Fuck all of that. And with Tony, I feel like he needed to be with someone who understands him, who understands his lifestyle, who understands the type of man that he is, who understands that even though I'm with you, I want you to know I am going to go out and fuck other bitches. Like, that's just what you have to agree to. I need you to turn the other cheek while I fuck other bitches, and I need you to be okay with it. I think he needs to be with someone who understands that. Not be with a woman who wants love, who wants this, who wants that, who wants him to just be with her and only him. Who wants, like, I want you to be with me and only me. I don't want you to go out and fuck other bitches. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you to be with me and feel like you still gotta fuck other girls. Like, what are we doing here? And I feel like Carmela just wasn't that type of woman. I don't think she liked it. Of course, no, she didn't like it. She didn't. But, like I said, she kind of turned the other cheek because of the life that he provided for her. Up until she just couldn't take this shit anymore. And, Tony is a hypocrite because he basically tried to say, since the women that he did sleep with, that Carmela did not know those women, it wasn't cheating. But because he knew Furio and he was a part of his work, to him, he counted that as cheating. He is a fucking hypocrite. So, because I didn't know any of the bitches personally that you fucked, that doesn't make it cheating. But because the nigga I was falling in love with was in your line of work, that makes it cheating. So where is the line drawn? Like, I just don't get it. He is just, let's just be honest, men don't like it when it's done to them. Men don't like when women do the same shit they do to them. They don't like when they get cheated on. They don't like when their girlfriend or whatnot goes out and actually builds a real connection with a man who is more mature and has their shit together and don't make excuses for why they can't get nothing done, why they can't get their shit together. You've been on this planet for a long time for you not to get your shit together. What's going on with you? Get your shit together. Get your shit in the backpack. Get it fucking together. Like, what makes you think a woman should be loyal to you when she has to keep turning the cheek because you want to go out and fuck different bitches like you a fucking high school student? No, man, fuck that. You're a hypocrite. But I do feel like, how can I say this? I'm not gonna say that Carmela should be, I'm not gonna say she should owe Tony a thank you for the life that he provided for her. But at the same time, I could somewhat agree with Tony. If you didn't want to be with me and you didn't want to agree to my lifestyle, you should have married that other man. I didn't force you to be with me. You stayed with me because I had money. And she also stayed with him because she tried to change him into the man that she wanted him to be. So Carmela stayed for all the wrong reasons. She stayed because she loved Tony. And she did. She loved his dirty drawers no matter what. She loved that man no matter what. She did. And that was really the fucked up thing. No matter how many times he done, I mean, how many times he done fucked on her, lied and cheated. She loved that nigga no matter what. But with Tony, I feel like he wanted someone who didn't take things so seriously. Like, he said that he wanted someone who doesn't nag him but actually listens. And I feel like him and Carmela cannot talk to each other at all. Like I said, in the argument, I kind of could see both of their sides. Like, I kind of could see where both of them were coming from. And I kind of can agree where both of them are coming from. It's not more, oh, I agree with your side more than the other. I kind of see where both of them coming from. But as far as their marriage is concerned, Carmela and Tony don't have no chemistry. And they argue more than they actually talk. They act like roommates. Like, there's such a distance in their marriage. They're like strangers. It's like they don't know each other at all. Like, when you watch the show, that's literally how it feels. It feels like they're two roommates who just take care of two children together. Like, there's no sense of passion, no sense of love. Their marriage is like completely loveless. Like, to the point where it's like they're definitely together because of how it looks, not because, oh, they love each other. No way. I don't give a fuck. David Chase really tried to convince us to ship them, and I'm not gonna do it. I don't want Carmela with Tony, and I don't want Carmela with a woman he cannot be faithful to. I just don't. Their marriage is definitely toxic. They do not love each other. They argue a lot about dumb shit sometimes. They get into heated arguments about the dumbest shit. And they act like roommates. They definitely act like strangers. And I feel like when they separated, they should have stayed separated. They should have got a divorce. There should have been no fucking reason why they were together till the very end. They were together for the very fucking end. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? No. No fucking way. David Chase made a huge mistake when he had them sleep together. That was so dumb. No. Why would the fuck would he do that? That shit pissed me off in season 5. When they stayed separated, they should have just stayed separated. Because it's not like when season 6, Tony changed. He had thoughts about cheating. He still was doing his own thing. What do you mean? That nigga didn't change. He did not change. I just don't get it. Like, you had the moment. It's not, Carmela didn't have to be with another man to be happy. She could have actually found herself. She could have realized, who was Carmela if she not with Tony? Instead, they just put her back with Tony and they just said, fuck that. We just gonna put you back with him. They just said, fuck all of that. Like, really? It's like my girl could not break free from that man. That was just, that was just really irritating. It was like very, very annoying. I did not like that she could not break free of him. I did not like that at all, because it's like I wanted so much better for her, because like I said, even though Carmela annoyed me, I did not want her to be in a loveless ass marriage. No. I did not want her to be with a man who cannot love her the way she wants to be loved. And yet she has to still she has to be loyal to this man and faithful to this man who is not loyal or faithful to her. Where the fuck is the line drawn? You got me fucked up. Me personally, I don't cheat, so I will leave someone before I will ever cheat on them. I just don't believe in cheating. I just don't. I'm not going to betray anyone like that, because I take that shit very seriously. If someone was to betray me, sleep with someone, do some soul ties or anything like that, I would never look at you the same way again. You might as well just get rid of my phone number, everything, because, bitch, you are dead to me, period. So it's just like, I would never cheat on somebody, because the shit isn't right, period. Because when you cheat on someone, someone's going to get hurt no matter what. No matter if you try to keep the secret, no matter if you try to keep it hidden, someone is going to get hurt. So I feel like the best thing he could have did for their marriage is he should have ended it, let them go their separate ways, because at this point, both Meadow and Tony were grown. They did not need two parents, and them kids know that their parents' relationship was toxic. It's just, it's not the relationship, so they never try to convince their parents to stay together, because, it's not my relationship, and they have their own life to live. They can't be sitting here trying to get their two parents who are toxic to be in a relationship that neither one of them wants to be in. That's just how I feel. I just feel like in The Sopranos, there should be no fucking way that Tony and Carmela stay together to the very end. No. After everything that happened in their relationship, Carmela should have lived her life, found herself, be happy, find out who she is without being with Tony, find out who she is without having to be under this man. I just wanted her to find some type of happiness without him, and she was never going to get it if she was going to be with Tony. And Tony, he could live his life, fuck all the bitches he want to fuck. Don't have to live his life on nobody's terms. Don't gotta be nothing he don't want to be. Like, let them live their own lives. Why are you forcing them to be in a marriage that neither one of them wants to be in? It's just for looks. It's just for perks. Fuck that. I don't want to be with a man who don't love me. I don't want to be in no loveless ass marriage just for perks and money and fame. What the fuck's the reason if there's no love? What's the point of sharing this life with this person if I don't love them? That's stupid. It's retarded. That's what it is. I'm done talking. They marriage, it stressed me out. It really do. It stresses me out completely because it was just retarded. Anyways, that is my first rant for the Sopranos series. I will catch y'all in my next video.